Hello and welcome to a bit of a grey day here in beautiful Nova Scotia. I think it's just about to rain in about an hour or so. I'll make a point of saying that because the rest of this video is going to be in beautiful bright sunshine. I actually filmed this yesterday, but in this intro bit I made a complete cock up of it. There were more stops than the bus route my old dad used to drive on his London bus from Morden to Crystal Palace. But I thought in the interest of making a decent video, I'd reshoot it. Anyway, enough of that. I've just been doing a bit of light hoeing, sort of titivating my orchard border, which is looking absolutely beautiful at the moment, with the daffodils all over the place. The apple trees are just starting to come into bud. And, just doing a bit of light hoeing with my Dutch hoe, which I never see in any of my local stores or in any Canadian stores I've been to. And this is my best tool in the garden for weeding. Absolutely superb bit of kit. Anyway, so I'm just doing a bit of light hoeing, bit of light work, getting the old body going. And it's always a good idea. It's always great to get out in the garden after spending all day in front of a computer like I do nowadays. Especially in these COVID times when I'm working at home, sat down, sedentary, not going to visit different offices to have a chin wag with different people on pretense of asking them to do a task. We're sat in front of the computer nowadays, so it's really good to get out, bit of light exercise, and that's the point of this video. Is gardening is not just about having a beautiful garden. There are, and looking after your wonderful plants. There are massive health benefits of taking up gardening and continuing gardening. And I think a lot of us over the last year in these COVID times have found that, because we've been stuck at home and we've had to find something else to do rather than go to the gym, etc. A bit of gardening. But we want to continue. I want to continue to enthuse people, inspire people to continue doing their gardening and thinking about the health benefits of it, and whether they are physical, just by doing a bit of light exercise, walking around. I always have a little walk around the garden every morning, or just a bit of light digging, etc. And then there's the mental benefits. Over the last period of time, since I had my cancer diagnosis, gardening has been the one massive, apart from my family, the one massive thing that has helped me through this really difficult period, through the initial post-operation, just having a little walk around after, when I got home, to look at my different plants, etc. And then through the autumn and the winter, building my greenhouse, trying to get things going. It's been that one thing that has really pulled me through. And those mental benefits are definitely one of the great things of gardening. So I thought I'd put this little video together just to sort of show you 5 or 6 different ways in which gardening is so beneficial to your health. And hopefully 2021 is going to be the year when gardening makes your health even better than it is now. Let's have a little look, shall we? So you might be a person of low self-esteem. You might think, I haven't got a green finger, what can I do? I can't do any gardening. But you don't have to have a massive green finger to start a bit of gardening and how it can help you. This garden, for instance, is mostly hard work. Digging out these the borders and putting the stones around, and then I planted a few bulbs. There's nothing massively green fingered about that, but after doing it, how happy does it make me feel to think that this piece of scrub ground is now turning into a beautiful apple orchard. I planted these apples a few years ago. I haven't really done anything to them other than prune them every now and then, but now it's turning into a beautiful area that I actually love walking in and looking in the mirror, thinking myself, yeah, I'm not bad at this gardening lark. So it can improve your self-esteem immensely, just by these little victories. And we'll talk about these little victories later on in the video too. So there are obvious and undeniable health benefits from eating the food that you grow in your own garden. No, there are no chemicals on any of my plants that I grow. I'm an organic gardener. I don't feel the need to put any chemicals on. And that's not something you can say from the produce that you get from your local shop, your supermarket, etc. A lot of the stuff that we eat here in Nova Scotia actually ends up being, especially in the winter, being grown in California or somewhere like that. So there's not just the actual, the chemicals that they probably, more often than not put on these plants to control pests and make them bigger, etc. You've also got the miles, the petrol miles that they have to come, and there's a secondary sort of effect there, because the pollution caused by transportation of these very veg from California or far away like that is massive. This spinach, there is nothing healthier than this spinach going from this little bed here into the kitchen. 20-30 yards is all it is, and Mrs. F sticks that in her morning breakfast shake. Superb. And it's not just in the summer that you can benefit, get the health benefits from growing your own veg. This garlic was grown in my garden last summer, harvested last sort of July, August, and I've still got this much left, and it's now May 2021. So I've been using it all winter. I've got a few left, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll just have enough until the next harvest comes along. Depends how much garlic I eat in the next few months, but that's one beautiful resource that I've been able to use all winter. And I'm lucky enough to have a greenhouse, and I can grow quite a bit of salad, green stuff, kale, etc. throughout the winter without even heating my greenhouse. And the health benefits from that. And as you can see on the photograph there, that is carrots harvested from my garden just a few hours before my Christmas dinner. And that was not inside, that was just grown outside. So as I said, fantastic health benefits from growing your own veg. Again, there's the physical health benefits, there's the self-esteem. I grew that and I'm going to eat it. There's the ecological benefits from and the secondary benefits from not having to eat food that is transported all across the country, whether you're in the UK and it's coming from Spain or wherever, or here in Nova Scotia coming from California. Those are massive benefits as well. And there is another hidden benefit, maybe not be hidden, of growing your own veg and eating your own veg, is the old benefit of in your wallet. Over the last couple of years, veg prices here in Nova Scotia have been going up extortionate. I think last year it may have been 9%. This year, due to COVID and what is going to be the increase in prices of oil and lots of other inflationary commodities, food prices are set to skyrocket again this year. So growing your own veg is going to help you in your wallet, which is going to make you a little bit happier later on in the year when you've got that little bit extra money to maybe go on a little break or just spend on something else that you didn't have to spend on food. Nice one. So welcome to one of the less glamorous areas of my garden. This is my compostarium. Needs a bit of a tidy up, but I'm been collecting up some dead branches, etc. I'm going to be sticking them in my chipper and making some bark mulch to spread around. But this is considered, gardening is considered moderate exercise, and about an hour's light gardening work can burn 330 calories of energy, which is more than actually the same amount of moderate walking. So gardening can obviously help your weight, keeping your weight at good levels, and also, as I mentioned before, it can help reduce your blood pressure. So again, 30 to 45 minutes a few days a week of light exercise can help control your blood pressure, and gardening is an enjoyable way of doing a nice bit of light exercise. So, you know, blood pressure, brilliant. Moderating your weight gain, keeping your weight down, brilliant. And also it can help increase your hand strength. And that, you know, as we get older, our hand strength actually becomes a lot weaker. So, you know, a bit of this, bit of digging can improve your hand strength, and you know, it's not to be mocked at. Son, is first of all, actually I'm going to pinch off the top of this sweet pea, and what that does is that will now trigger the plant to want to push off side shoots. So it'll make it nice and bushier. So the more bushier it gets, more side shoots, more flowers.
That seems good.
It is good. And we'll plant these on the inside so that we'll make, and I've wet this cardboard here so that it will more easily disintegrate, and I haven't got to disturb the roots then.
Yeah.
That's good. So, gardening can help your sense of community, whether it's the community of my family, and you know, I'm often pulling Ethan out into the garden, whether he likes it or not. And you know, at first sometimes you won't like it, but you know, we have a little chat and then he tells me about what he's been up to, or his favourite cartoon characters, and we're increasing our bond from a family perspective. And the other day, fantastic, when I was sorting out my greenhouse, Ethan and my wife Sarah came out and helped me, and as a community we got something done a lot quicker. And in a 2016 study in the Journal of Health, people that participated in allotments, community gardens, had significantly better self-esteem. There's that self-esteem thing again. Talking with each other, community, that sense of pride, and a lower mood disturbance. Few flies in there, is there, mate? Mm-hmm. The old black flies are out. And also in America, a study in the American Journal of Health, or something like that, I can't remember off the top of my head, apologies, found that people that working again in community gardens had lower body mass indexes than other comparable people of their age group, etc. So that sense of community, working together, so many benefits, whether it be mental or again from a physical activity perspective. It's a win-win, and it doesn't really cost anything.
Yeah.
Is there anything more satisfying than potting up your tomato seedlings? Well, actually, there's probably quite a bit that's more satisfying, but it's pretty satisfying, isn't it? You've taken this, you know, I've grown this from a seed, and now, you know, potting it up to its next level, taking it to its next school, and you know, the psychological benefits, and not just tomatoes, but any sort of seedlings that you're potting up. The psychological benefits of just, you know, going through this process, taking your tomato out, filling it up, not thinking about anything else really, other than making sure I get this tomato potted up nicely and get it a good drink and set it on its way to its next stage in life. And I'm not thinking about anything else, not thinking about work, not thinking about having to pay the bills, just this little tomato, giving my brain a rest. And that is a massive benefit, giving the old brain a rest. Probably isn't that many more things more satisfying than potting up your tomato seedling. And also actually, not just giving your brain a rest, but giving it a bit of a victory, and a bit of happiness. Because again, that satisfying feeling of I've taken that from a seed and I've grown it to this stage, and that is a victory. That is, you know, I've done something now, I've created that, and it makes me really happy. Maybe I'm easily pleased, but I'm pretty pleased with that. So whether you're looking to lose a bit of weight or relieve a bit of stress, gardening has got fantastic benefits. Looking after these little babies can help you both physically, as we said, reducing your blood pressure, helping to burn calories, getting your body moving. I love to have a little walk around the garden in the morning, first thing before work. Gives me a little bit of exercise, only a small amount. I take a few weeds out and then I'm happy for the rest of the day, as the Blur song used to say. Just looking at the green stuff and the little flowers here and there brings a real smile to my face and it sets me off for a working day. Or and there's that mental thing again. All of those things combining, whether you're looking for that or the mental side, let 2021 be the year that gardening improves your health.